Hello there, I hope you're well. It's Nicola Lutz here from No Fluff, bringing you some sales hacks for schools. So these are some of the things I have learnt this week. And today is possibly a bit fluffy, so bear with me. It's about how we can encourage your admissions teams and your marketing teams to really buy in to doing the tasks that they don't want to do in sales. So calling up inquirers, chasing up offers, phoning people with bad news even. How do we get them to buy into the sales process when quite often they're not there because they're salespeople, they're accidental salespeople, they don't want to consider themselves salespeople at all, they're just really helping people to enroll, they're quite reactive. We want them to be a bit more proactive so we can convert more of those inquiries of those brilliant students that would be perfectly suited to our school to actually get them in the seats. And one thing I think is missing in some of the schools I've been into recently is the admissions team that are responsible for the follow-up and the chasing up and the calls aren't really attached to the outcome. So usually in a sales situation, there is an attachment to the outcome. And often in a commercial situation, that is money. It is commission or bonuses or something like that to get them to buy in. Now, I realise that's a step too far for most schools. You're not about to give bonuses and commission, and ethically that doesn't sit well. Although I work with many highly ethical establishments that do have bonuses and things for hitting certain numbers and reaching those KPIs. But leaving that discussion to one side, we need to motivate our team. We need our admissions team that have to do all the follow-up stuff and all the sales things. We have to attach them to the outcome, which is happy children, hopefully, successful children, reassured families. It's what we do, after all. We help those children with the most brilliant education. We get them to further places in their life journey. We reassure the parents who are both domestic and overseas, particularly the overseas ones. They're making a big investment and a big sacrifice to have their children at our schools. So, and it surprised me how little interaction there is actually between admissions once that admissions thing has passed and the outcome, which is connection with the students that they have helped place or students that they haven't helped place but maybe have a part in, and to see and understand what it means to these people. Even having a focus group, maybe of your internationals, maybe of your domestic students or your day students, but having almost like a focus group so that your admissions team can find out what it means to them, and not just in a fluffy way, but actual proper conversations. Are there, for example, lunches? So I did hear at one school, one of the lovely admissions team recruited from Hong Kong and China. She would just have a lunch with those students that she'd helped get into the school once a month. Really simple, and they'd chat and they'd talk in their own language, which is allowed from time to time. And she would talk, find out their problems and what they're struggling with. It helped her recruit more students because she could better prepare them, but also it increased that bond. And she's also made more enrollments from their friends and from their families. So it's a good thing. So how can we connect your admissions team with the outcomes? If we're not motivating them with money or days off or whatever it might be, you need to motivate them with something else. So one idea is to motivate them with the outcomes for those students. So that could be meeting with the students, mingling with them. Does that happen, or are they in a little office by themselves? It could be regular lunches or focus groups if you want to make it more official. It could be even having success stories on the walls. So if you have a cork board or whiteboard or something in the admissions office, have a story of the week, something like that. I mean, marketing love this stuff. There'll be loads of it around. Success stories, what that actually means. And I want them to delve deeper into the feelings with that. So it might be they achieved this grade or got this career or whatever it might be. Great, but how did that make their parents feel when they were really worried about sending their child abroad all those years ago, and then this has happened? I mean, how does that make them feel? We need them to connect to that feeling, to the good that they are doing. That's how we are motivated to do many things. That's why people donate their time and help people. We need to get the admissions team to buy in to the end result, because we need to motivate them to do the stuff that nobody really wants to do, really, because it's a bit boring or a bit out of our comfort zone. So I hope that helps. How can your admissions team buy in to that end result? And how can we help them see that the tasks that we need them to do, like making phone calls or working to targets or whatever it might be, how that is linked to those outcomes, how we can make them feel really good about what they do, those lives that they are changing. It's a massive thing that you do. So connect their tiny role, the tiny little role, with it. Beginning of a journey for so many people, that admissions office, they need to be involved in the whole outcome. So I hope that helps. It's not a particular sales hack, but it should help your team to complete the tasks that they need to complete when they don't really feel like doing it. Get them to buy into that end result. Good luck.